right, welcome to NOV Live. My name is Shelby Dumaine, and we are here, as you can see, on site today at the Mission 100 Customer Showcase. We have a ton of products here. We have a lot of people we're going to talk to and share a little bit about Mission. If you've kept an eye on any of maybe our socials, some of our marketing lately, you might have seen that it is the 100th anniversary of the Mission Group, and that's what we're here celebrating today. We have customers here, we have team members from all over the world here to celebrate and to share a little bit about Mission. And if you're watching this, don't go away. As we go from person to person, at the very end of the show, we're going to premiere a very special video talking more about Mission. It's really a gorgeous thing, so I want you to see it. Stay tuned for that, and let's go talk to some folks. We're here with Brady Moe. You are the Gulf Coast Sales Manager for South Louisiana, one of my favorite places. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing excellent. So I want to ask you first off, what is your relationship with Mission?
So, you know, Mission is really a family. I joined the Mission Group 5 years ago, and I'm very fortunate to have a strong team in the Gulf Coast. I enjoy working with my North America counterparts. It's definitely a family relationship.
Absolutely. So I've worked a lot with the sales team, I guess I should say a little bit with the sales team on the marketing, the videos we've done. Such a great team. So I want to ask you, as being part of it, what's your favorite part about being part of the Mission Sales Group?
The people. It really is the people, relying on each other, and excelling with everyone together.
Without a doubt, and you can see that come through for sure, just working with y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I don't want to keep the people too long from what's here behind us.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about your offerings, but also what we're here to show today?
Okay, so we're gonna go over a couple things from our blackjack system and highlight a lot of our centrifugal pump equipment. So we'll start here. This is our Mission Blackjack liner retention system. As you can see, instead of using conventional methods of using a sledgehammer, this is all hydraulically driven, so there's no need for hammers. You eliminate pinch points, hazards, versus the conventional style where you would have to use a sledgehammer, and it saves on back injury with our liner retention system as well. So this is really designed with safety in mind. It's a lot quicker to do maintenance on the pumps. It is a premium offering that Mission has.
Excellent. What else you got to show me? I was calling these, we got the green thing, now we got the blue thing.
This is a little blue thing, no. So right here, we wanted to highlight, this is one of the original Mission style pumps. And if you look at the catalogs from the 1930s, 1940s, this pump was in these catalogs. So these pumps have been around since the beginning of Mission.
Is this where I saw Miss Mission coming in those ads? Is that
ads such as that? That's right. So what we have here is just a standard fluid pumping system for a lot of water. Low pressure, low expense, just a basic water system. You can see the highlight of it is it's electric motor driven with a coupling with a guard on it to keep hand safety at a premium, and then just a basic pump. So Shelby, this is our Space Saver pump. So realistically, this pump and the one we just looked at previously are the identical pump. This one is designed specifically for space. So if you have a confined area, but you still need a Mission pump, you can utilize this because the motor and pump are all one.
So space, not space.
Space Saver.
Right.
So one thing on the Space Saver pumps is you can get it in multiple sizes. So it's not just a small little 2x3 like this one. You can get them all the way up to, I think, our 6x5. So you can go to large diameter pumps and still keep space at a premium, because a lot of our customers, space is an issue. So, compact and really not taking up a lot of premium floor space when on a drill ship or offshore platform.
Kind of customizable to what's yes, the ma'am. Space requirements
yes,
are.
Ma'am. So, excellent. Moving on here.
Now I've heard about this one.
Right.
This is a celebrity right here.
So this is a pump that was actually going back into the Gulf of Mexico. It was in a customer's rental fleet. It's a 1981. I think it shows a testament to our product. The customer buys genuine Mission parts and has been rebuilding this pump with genuine Mission parts, and I think it really speaks to the quality of the material we use and with proper maintenance and care, how long our equipment will last.
And you said they were planning on putting this back out, right?
I actually had to make a deal with the customer to take it off a skid that was going back to the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, ma'am. So it's always interesting, you know. In the with the patina, it is hard to tell, but there's actually subtle marks throughout the casting that show the old Mission logos, and you know it's interesting to see the past. Yeah. And the customer actually had 6 more like it. But this one was the oldest one. They were all 1980s models. Yes, ma'am.
It shows that history, again, that you get when you have 100 years under your belt.
And quality parts and maintenance is where it's at. Yes, ma'am.
Without a doubt. So all right, now we got a tall blue thing.
That's right. This is a standing up blue thing. So this is our vertical centrifugal pump. So a lot of the things we're going to talk about here are pumps. So this is designed, again, with space as a premium. So we'll look at a horizontal unit. So this right here, you have the electric motor and pump all in one. Very compact. A lot of drill ships would be utilize this, where again, space is a premium. Uses the same mechanical seals, the same impellers, the same casing, so it utilizes all the same spare parts. The difference is the motor and pump are all one.
Gotcha.
So, and then here, this is our 2500 Supreme. It's a showpiece, cutaway. One thing I do want to highlight of this is a lot of our competitors still use a double row inboard bearing system, where we do not. By doing this, we limit a lot of the shaft deflection, which is the reason our pumps last longer, our mechanical seals last longer, and overall less maintenance, less downtime. So.
That's the name of the game.
That's it. Yes, ma'am. So here we have another horizontal unit, or a laying down blue thing, depending on how you want to call it. Right. So this is a lot more common on some of your older land rig applications, where they design the systems to incorporate the room. One thing to keep in mind, we do sell a lot of these pumps into the industrial market. So Bluebell ice cream, Lay's potato chip, PepsiCo. We have customers who utilize our pumps with electric motors. They may have them hydraulically driven. They may have them diesel engine driven. So mission pumps are not just oil and gas. That's one thing that we pride ourselves, especially in my area, diversification. Right. You know, a lot of plants, a lot of food processing. You know, our pumps were very popular during COVID to make hand sanitizer. Yeah. So, you know, using a stainless steel application, they were able to make hand sanitizer, you know, and what I like about especially the Mission Group is we adapted. Yeah. You know, we were able to take care of them just like we would a drilling customer, just like we would anybody else. So it's been the standard Mission pump packages are in a lot more places than people think. Water parks, stuff like that. So this is a good indication. This is one of our larger packages, but I think it speaks of what we do.
Absolutely, and that's something we have. We're premiering a special video at the end of this live, which I think you might have seen, maybe not, but
last night.
Yes, that's right, you did see it. And we talk in that video about that kind of all the different places, all the different industries that you're really in, and that again, that adaptability is key.
The video is good. We watched it last night, and it hit home for a lot of us.
Yeah, and it drives home that message of you're here for the customer ultimately.
Yes, ma'am.
And does this mean, I want to say, you have a bit of a plug for Bluebell? Can you give me some free ice cream?
Well, I mean, we're there.
No promises.
That's right. We were there at one time for sure. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we have one more thing I want you to show me, so we're going to walk to that.
All righty.
All right.
I'll let him know when we go to.
All right. Now, what do we have here?
This is a standing up blue thing as we're going to continue with this trait. So, you know, earlier we looked at one of our vertical pumps, our standard vertical pump. This pump is, you know, we've been having it a couple years, but we're finally able to release it this year. So one thing I want to highlight is the perk of this is the electric motor and the fluid side is permanent. So the only thing, watch yourself, Shelby. Yep. The only thing you can have to do is remove the actual pump. So maintenance is a lot quicker. It's a lot safer. You don't have to disturb your electrical. You do not have to disturb your fluid side. So this is a lot compact. Again, it could be used where space is a premium. That's why it's standing up. We have a couple municipalities that are looking at it because of the design. The Mission pumps are known for reliability. So when they see an opportunity to put a Mission pump in line, it's easy to repair, parts are inexpensive, they're jumping at the opportunity. So this will be something very good for us this year. We have a couple customers out of Mexico that we're actually looking to put it on their platform rigs. So this is really the next step for Mission. This is going to solve a lot of problems. Anyone that uses a standard vertical pump, when we show them this design, because you can highlight and actually pull the pump itself, they're very interested in it. So this will be a game changer. A lot of people in the market try to have this design, but it's still very cumbersome to work on. Our pump is very compact, and it utilizes the same spare parts as all the other rest of the blue things we've looked at today.
That's right. So you talked a lot about really how flexible you are able to be depending on what the customer needs.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to ask you personally, what does customer service mean to you and to the team, and how are we continuing that innovation?
So, we've been in meetings throughout this week, and one thing that keeps coming up is the extra mile. And I believe customer service is going the extra mile. Ask the questions, find out what the customer's pain points are, and try to solve them. The more we're able to help our customers, the higher our trust level is, and the more opportunities the customers will give to us. So I think just making sure that we always see ourselves as in the customer's eyes, yep, and just really try to solve their problems. And how would we want to be treated?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I was at the employee event last night, and I heard a quote. It was a quote of a quote from Kirk Shelton that say what you're going to do and then do it. And I think that is absolutely what I've seen from the team.
I'm very fortunate, especially in North America, and I have more exposure to them, but we're all like that. We're all going the extra mile. We're always pushing to try to help the customer and put the Mission product first.
Without a doubt.
With 100 years behind us, you always want to make sure that you have to kind of live up to it. So it's a pleasure working in North America.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you talking.
Thank you.
Have a great day. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're here now with Wesley Wheeler. He's the Executive Sales Manager in Houston. Hello, Wesley.
Hey, glad to be here, Shelby. Thank you.
Absolutely. Can you tell me, or I guess tell our audience a little bit about who are you and what are we doing here today?
Awesome, of course I can. So Wesley Wheeler, I'm the Executive Sales Manager here in Houston. We've got a team of folks that call on all of our global accounts here and out of town. So today we're celebrating 100 years. We hit 100 years, huge milestone. Everyone here is super excited. We've had a long week, a lot of good training, brought everybody in internationally, got a lot of cool products out here today. And we're just really excited to be celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100 years.
Without a doubt, absolutely.
No doubt.
And we were doing some interviews today out in the sun, but thankfully you brought me here in this beautiful warehouse to do this portion of the show. Can you tell us a little bit, what does it mean to be in this new sparkly warehouse, all the new product on the shelf? Can you talk about that a little?
Of course, it means we're about 20 degrees cooler than everybody outside, so that's better.
It's the important part. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. So we got a new warehouse space. We got almost 50,000 square foot here in this warehouse, which is awesome. So one reason we did this was to help expedite parts for our customers. So the big portion of us is what we do in setting ourselves apart is customer first, customer oriented. So when we did that, moving into this new warehouse gave us the opportunity to be able to turn parts over more quick, much faster. So having this warehouse here is huge. Now we still have parts in the other warehouse. We got some in both, but this is going to be able to expedite things for us in a way that helps us respond to the customer better, which is fantastic.
Without a doubt. And kind of on that same vein of how we support the customer, Mission has a global footprint. I think we've seen that a lot when we've talked to some of the different folks. We have some folks actually on the show today from Colombia and Singapore, I think. Yeah, Singapore, we're going to be talking to. So it's definitely evident we have that global footprint. I want to ask a little bit about the inside technical sales team. How does that work and how does that support our customers?
Yeah, of course. So we have folks all over the world, and we segregate it up with SMEs. We have subject matter experts. Yep. So we have one for the Eastern Hemisphere and the Western Hemisphere. So depending on where you're at, what you have going on, you have a point, go-to contact, someone local that you can go to help get support. But beyond those guys, beyond our customer service group, within the mission group, we have internal customer support guys. So they're there for our field sales guys, they're there for customer support, they're there for all the different regions, and we got those in Houston, we got those in the Middle East. So we have them staged all over different countries so that we can help pull all these folks in. And what that allows us to do is have that true customer service feel with the product knowledge, the technical knowledge, and application questions to help get our customers where they need and what they need to know. And it's a huge help having that internally without having to work through many different groups. So it's very beneficial for us.
Without a doubt. And I think this is a question that, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
We asked it to Brady Moe earlier, and I just want to know, what does it mean to be part of the Mission sales team as a whole? Like, what is that? And especially as we're celebrating 100 years, we're hearing a lot about the dynamics. What does that mean for you personally to be part of this team?
Sure, it's awesome. So I've been here 13 years in October with the Mission Group the entire time. I started as a CSR, worked my way up through the ranks, I guess you would say. And it's the biggest part of all this are the people. It is a very family-oriented group. We're a small, tight-knit group globally. I think we're around mid-40s globally. And so we all know each other, we all help each other, we're always there for each other. And it goes beyond work too. There's many of us that hang out after hours and will help each other after hours. So for me, it's being a part of that truly a global family that we have here, a real tight-knit group. The people are what really make us. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I said it to Brady too. I said that's evident. You can see that, and I think that's really important. So that's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'll let you get back to talking to some customers and eating some good food. Thanks.
That's right. Thanks, Shelby. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you very much. All right, and we have a few more folks to talk to, so we'll head that way now. We are here first with Joe Edwards. You are Director of Sales for Africa and the Middle East.
That's
I get that right?
Shelby. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you?
I'm doing great. I have to get used to passing the mic back and forth. To start off, can you tell me a little bit about your background with Mission and maybe a little bit about your products?
Yeah, sure. I've been with Mission now for 5 years, but I've been selling these handling tool products in the Middle East for the last 15 years. So I know the product range really well. Yeah.
What do you love about the products, specifically about handling tools that you work with?
So the crazy thing about handling tools is a lot of people call them dumb iron. And when you look at a rig, there's loads and loads of technology there, right? It's some of the things we do, like robots and automated power tools and all of these things. They're all amazing, but nothing on that rig works without a simple thing as an elevator or a slip. And so these really simple products are essential to drilling. Yeah.
Absolutely, and we're here today at the customer event we have here behind us for the customers to see. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure, of course. So right behind me here we have the PSF14, which is an automated slip lifter. It takes the manual lifting out of lifting slips on the drill floor. So fantastic tool, helps for safety and can be linked into all of the automation products that we have.
Right. And what about our tools? I know
and of the design of our products, and even down to not only the design but the part numbering system, the nomenclature that they use, like all of the names for these tools have become an industry standard set by NOV.
Yeah. Often that original, you just can't imitate it.
That's right, yeah. Trust the original, trust the best.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and chatting with us, and we'll see you around the event.
Yeah. Thank you, Shelby. I hope we can talk again soon later. Okay.
Likewise.
Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too. All right, we'll be right back. Now we're here. I have Dave Liang and David Cervantes Before I get into the questions, can y'all first tell the audience a little bit about what y'all do here at NOV?
Hi guys, I'm Dave Liang from Asia Pacific. I take care of the sales in Asia Pacific for Mission and the VBJ products. I've been with NOV for about 17 years. I'm based in Singapore, so I take care of all the way from Australia, Singapore, Indonesia, all the way up to China. So, and Korea as well, So, yeah.
Awesome, happy to have you here.
Well, I'm David Cervantes. I take care of Latin America, all the way from Mexico down to Argentina. I've been with Mission for 12 years now. Yeah, that's me.
Excellent. So we just talked to Wesley a little bit about the global footprint of Mission. So I want to ask you guys about, there's a lot of global sales champions on the Mission team. Can you tell me a little bit about your sales teams and maybe in your hometown or in your specific regions? Who wants to start? You got it?
Yeah, I have a team of 3 salesmen. So one is located in Australia, Brisbane. That's way down south. He's been with NOV for a long time as well, about maybe 10 years, coming to 10 years, And then I just hired another salesman in China, Beijing. So he's going to run our China sales, been running around, And I have another guy, Leroy. He's been with NOV about 16 years experience. He's sitting in Singapore office. So with me, he's running like a Thailand, India, Vietnam, even the whole of Asia Pacific. Basically, the 4 of us will be covering. Yep.
Excellent, Debbie.
Well, I have a team of 3. They are Mauricio is in Brazil, Fernando in Argentina, and Donato, which is our newest employee, I would say, is based in Mexico. So we have those 3 especially because, making business in those particular countries, culture-wise, is not that easy. So we need to have local people to do business there. They like to work with people that they know, that speak the same language, have the same culture. Yeah.
I'm wondering what, in all the different cultures, is there sort of one thing that maybe everybody in Mission, no matter where they're from, driving force they all think makes the sales team special?
Yeah, I think for us, it's always been, no matter whether you're in China, that we are pretty proud about that, that sets us apart from all the other NOV divisions. And to be honest, customer is paying for all this, right? So we really need to put our customers first, because if we don't have customers, we don't have a job.
Right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, besides what Dave just said, I think that all the good thing about Mission is people.
Yep.
We are a global family. No matter where we are, we always have support from somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's say, despite the different time zone that we are in Singapore, Middle East, we are sure that we are going to have somebody taking care of whatever need we have. So that's another thing that is important for customers. They know that if they call on us, we're going to get it sorted somehow. So
that's awesome. And what do you think has made Mission last for 100 years, has been successful for 100 years? What do y'all think? Same thing?
Yeah, I think it's all about people. Mission is all about people, global family. We help each other no matter what. It's awesome to see how this week that we have been here, we just met people that had never seen in our life, but we just click right on. Because it's like the same DNA that we all have. I think
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely the people, So every one of us here, we feel like family. We treat each other like family, So it's definitely good to see everybody from different parts of the world, Latin America, Middle East, everybody fly in and, have fun. And then, of course, we have group meetings. We exchange contacts and see how they do things differently in different regions, and we learn from there. And then, we grow, Definitely, the people is what make Mission successful, for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. And looking ahead to the future, what does the future look like for Mission? I think.
I think it's bright. We still have a great future ahead. We know the oil and gas industry have ups and downs, but Mission still, after 100 years, here. So if we continue with the same
we will address this, we will overcome this for sure. And as long as we think about the customers first, we will always be good,
Right.
And it's not a lot of companies that, after 100 years are still going to be here. There's so many competitors that left, come and go, but we are here to stay.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Awesome. Well, thank y'all both so much for coming. I think y'all were the perfect summary to talk about all the great things in Mission, that global footprint, and what it really means to be part of Mission. So thank y'all both so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody watching for joining us on the live show. Oh, don't go away too soon. We have a special video we mentioned. We're going to show it. We're going to show that right now. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go into the AC now. Bye.
How many companies really make it 100 years? You have to have something that has sustained you for a period of time to be able to go that long.
The Mission brand's been around for 100 years, as we all know. One of the real cool things about Mission when I first interviewed was the fact that majority of the folks in Mission were here for their career. They were 10, 20, 30, 40-year veterans.
I went to work for Mission April 1st, 1969. I always wanted to be in sales because I like people. I really enjoy people. But the customers knew what to expect from our products, and they liked to see somebody who was reliable, somebody they could call when they had a problem.
Numerous times still today when we travel around and we go into an office and we shake hands and say, you know, hey, I'm Michael with Mission, a light bulb goes off, oh, you're a Mission hand.
The Mission team itself, if you look from the manufacturing side, they have nothing but pride for that part they're making, right? I'll see these guys, I mean, if it takes working extra hours, if it takes putting in extra effort, they do that all day long.
I can't tell you how many times the hands that are working with our products ask, I need to talk to somebody with Mission. I want to talk to a Mission technician. I want to talk to a Mission sales rep. They know what they're talking about. They can get me out of the situation that I'm in.
You got to be 100% accessible to your customer. If it was 2 o'clock on Sunday morning, they didn't mind making the phone call. You need somebody on the rig? Me? I'm going. And they knew they could count on me to do whatever I needed to do.
It's the heart of the people. It's just loving what they do, wanting to take care of their customers, wanting to do the right thing, and wanting to be the best at what they do.
So I go back to March of 2020.
That was probably some of our darkest days, and personally for me, that was probably one of the hardest times I've ever had as a manager or director.
We had no choices but to consolidate manufacturing plants. And when our sales guys are out there selling their name and selling Mission and us not having product on the shelf for the customers, it hurt. Hundreds and hundreds of our hardworking Mission employees unfortunately had to retire. It was heartbreaking. But we're in it for the long haul. There's a reason we've been around for almost 100 years, and this isn't going to stop because of the pandemic. We're in this together. What sets us apart is the fact that we're always evolving. In order for us to continue to evolve and be the best of the best, being flexible is no longer good enough. You almost have to be fluid. You have to be fluid.
For our dies and inserts, we had a 5-axis mill, and we integrated in what's called a cobot. We can react faster to a customer's needs. We did reduce the cost on it as well. We've taken 5 operations, we've reduced that to 1, which has reduced the lead time to probably about a third of what it was.
We're selling pumps to major potato chip companies, the largest golf ball manufacturer of the world, the biggest drilling contractor, the SpaceX program, dies and inserts that are making, horizontal directional drilling, fiberglass piping under roads, irrigation farms, pig sloughs, geothermal. I mean, you name it, we're in a plethora of industries. And we finally turned the corner to where we've got product on our shelf again. We're actually busting at the seams. It's a good problem to have from a sales standpoint. And that's exciting to our team. That's rejuvenated our team to recognize, okay, we're going back to doing what we did great. We've had our trials and tribulations, we've had our challenges, but this is a fresh breath of air. mission's pretty simple. All of those folks that worked hard for decades before us, that their sweat and equity and what they did for their career continues to last.
As far as that customer service, it's not something we invented, right? It's something that has been handed down over the generations of Mission. I think we all just kind of pick up that torch and run with it.
We're going to make sure that customer knows we're in it with them for the long haul. And that's why we're here. And we'll be here for a long time.